Hey, fire signs, welcome back. This is for my Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I do consider all of my readings to be timeless, so whenever you're guided here is the right time. By monthly video, I just simply mean I create them about every 30 days. All right, fire signs. The first card we got out is number 51, breaking down to a 6, the sound of the universe. And this card talks about like life-changing experiences. It's got this energy about like glimpsing the great mystery, right? There's also an element of timing in here, significant timing of events, pivotal moments. It's transcending consciousness, right? Transcending mundane reality. It signifies those pivotal moments that transcend belief, that remind us of a greater reality, right? And influence us so that life will never be the same again. And the sound of the universe always reminds me of the extraordinary. It's about that third dimensional language that spirit has for us. This card's also about music, music as a sacred tool, right? It speaks of the importance of having a soundtrack for our journey. Music was an essential aspect of ceremony in Lemuria. It bridged the gap between matter and non-matter. And even in this dimension, music opens portals to different feelings and atmospheres. You may want to bring some more music into your life to expand your experience and help you shift your sense of ordinary reality. There could be a feeling of like having your world shaken up. And, you know, when this happens, even a little, it can invite a deeper glimpse of the mystery of your life, the great mystery, right? And then there are a myriad of ways to peek through the veil of the mundane world. You can use art forms like aesthetic dance, spiritual exploration, intuitive, creative pursuits. You can aim to naturally imbue this awareness in your everyday existence so that you can avoid the sudden wake-up calls. This is about waking up to the hidden music, the hidden harmony, and the wonder of your own multidimensional world. And the second card that we have out is number 50, breaking down to a 5, the Portal Keeper. 5 represents change, transformation, and the Portal Keeper is about those. It's about finding the unique gateways to mystical experiences, right? It's about your psychic ability. It's about raising your vibration. Expanding your consciousness is a major theme between these two. Also has to do with like Akashic records, past life ties, exploring the edges of reality for significant messages, synchronicities, right? Seeing between the lines. It's this energy of multi-dimensional awareness. And as we become more sensitive and aware, we're more receptive to mystical experience. We can realize there are overlaying realities that seem just as real, if not more vibrant and profound than the familiar everyday one. There's a theory that space and time are constructs that allow our human minds to grasp sequences and enable us to orientate and move forward through reality in these like sequences of chronological order, right? It's in their current evolution, humans are only using a very small portion of their brain capacity. And if we unlock our mind's potential, what would we fathom that we can't now? Right? There's information out there that isn't real to us until we glimpse it with our senses. And the beings of Lemuria were evolved in a different kind of intelligence. They were skilled at harnessing energy from natural and abundant forces like the crystals, the heart of the earth, the moon, the central sun. They could share complex information without words, telepathy. The Lemurians operated in multiple realms at will, and they could disappear from human perception. Technically, they were in the same location, but in an overlaying reality, a parallel dimension, which would be very different, right? And psychically advanced people can sense discarnate souls, elementals in nature, spirit guides. They can also see information in the energy fields. And these perceptions, which are called, the clairs, clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, are still connected to this reality, but are examples of what can happen when we raise our consciousness or train ourselves in these to the subtleties, right, of what's happening around us. In essence, we share our physical location with overlaying beings and energies, and we can raise or lower our vibration to match and enter their realms of reality. What are we at? 7:30. Yeah, okay. If you'd like the extended version of this reading, please make sure you're on my YouTube channel. It's linked in my bio. I'll see you there. All right. Sorry about that. Coming right back. So yeah, where were we? This beautiful multi-dimensional energy, right? We're talking about how we can raise or lower our vibration to match and enter these beings' realms, right? Two people, for example, in an identical environment can have different experiences. One might thrive and enjoy the opportunities in the moment. The other might only see the negatives in the situation. Here, in this example, one or both parties may be transversing realities on a micro level. And these micro realms may look very similar, but the way we feel, the reflections we see in others, and the way circumstances unfold are aligned with our vibration. So it's great to be conscious of our energy and the ways that we can optimize our experience of life. Right? Like attracts like, and it's important to keep this in mind if you're considering transversing into deeper realms, as it's an endless rabbit hole. Right? Set your energy field to the highest good, and ensure that your intention is primed for the places that you wish to journey to. Transversing other realms is an innate ability that we all have. Young children have this skill intact because they're not yet convinced that it's not real. Animals, especially cats, also have this awareness. People who experience hallucinations may be perceiving multiple layers of information simultaneously. In the West, this might be considered a symptom of diminished mental health, but in other cultures, this openness could be the mark of a shaman or a seer, and it's considered a powerful gift. The Sheikh paradigm combines multidimensionality with the idea that everything has happened simultaneously. So everything that has ever been and ever will be is occurring at this moment. By changing our vibration, we can access an ocean of collective consciousnesses, and this highlights the significance of portals, right? Portals are gateways to other layers of reality. They can be accessed through meditation and inner practices, or externally in places such as the planet's vortexes. And these places are usually sacred to those who are sensitive to energies and work closely with the earth, the grid workers. Often where ley lines connect, portals are the places where the veil is thin and unexplainable phenomena often occurs. The Earth's ley lines are similar to the meridian systems on the body. Right? The chakras are also energetic vortexes, and when we tune into them and we in the places on the body that they connect to, we can access holistic information. The portals are like an opening or a rip in our usual veil of reality. And so if you feel pulled to explore this topic, it's often wise to seek a mentor who's confident in transversing these realities. However, simply understanding that there are dimensional layers can help you see between the lines, present in the knowledge that this reality is a fraction of the bigger picture. You might want to look at like how you're connected to your mystical self. How might you raise your vibration so that you can access information that's not normally perceivable? How can you lift your spirits and tap into this wider awareness so that you can see life from a heightened perspective? When our minds get out of the way, we can reach the bliss state of the seamless unspeakable, right? Where the need for linear life drops away and we can center ourselves through a sense of eternal beingness. Right? This is about gently exploring the edges of your reality. You might want to spend time in the forest or in nature to listen. Look at explore ways to deepen your meditation practice, or dance, yoga, movement, exploring the different psychic tools and perhaps even studying some new healing modalities. Especially if you're feeling lacking in purpose, fire signs, which is something that to a fire sign, right? If you think of the fire, it's literally purpose. It's literally your flame, right? It's really important for fire signs to feel purpose. Just remember that there's no reason to ever be bored. What we experience in the physical senses is just the tip of the iceberg. Magic exists wherever you care to find it. If you look between the lines, you'll find this energy of limitless discovery. And then we have number 42, breaking down to another number 6, reclaim your energy. And this is exactly what it sounds like. It's taking your power back. There could have been times where you felt like you weren't in your power, and now is the time to call that back. It's about looking at where you put your energy, right? Realizing your choices. It's overcoming triggers through self-awareness, recognizing energy vampires, and if that's something that's in your awareness, maybe learning to put up shields or change perspective. It's also this energy of reclaiming your soul fragments. When we embrace an energy-aware lifestyle, we start to notice when we feel drained or ungrounded. We might feel flat out, like out of center, and our energy is our responsibility, and how we give it away becomes a conscious choice as we step into empowerment. But what about the fragments of self that we gave away before we came to this awareness, right? So yes, it's possible to recover and restore yourself to wholeness. In shamanic practice, recapturing and reuniting with lost fragments of ourselves is recapitulation. I can never say recapitulation. It's even when we become aware of our energy, that the patterning that unnecessarily takes up our energy, we might still feel a little drained by certain people or situations. But when we grow in our awareness and we take note of the triggers, we see it's always our choice where our energy goes, even though another perspective might not feel that way. We might feel that we need to give people that we care about most, we might need to care to them or give to them in a way that depletes us. We might hold a subconscious sense of obligation to others, or a belief that our own needs can't be met until we've taken care of everyone else. We might, run ourselves ragged, meeting deadlines, keeping customers happy, living up to expectations, or ensuring that we have everything our children require from us. And many of us expend a lot of energy through drama and self-doubt, self-sabotage, anxiety, fears. Sometimes we sense that we're giving too much, but can't exactly see how it's happening, or that our effort may be unproductive or even counterproductive. But it doesn't have to be like this, because to claim more time and energy for yourself, you just got to look at what is and what isn't serving you. You might need to make the most changes in your external environment, but more often the most effective change will be to your perception of self. What beliefs and learnings serve you? What fear-based and limiting expectations are keeping you from your power? It's about consciously choosing and aligning yourself with ideas that serve you. And once you do, you'll suddenly have a lot more energy for the meaningful, inspiring, fiery parts of your life. You'll also have improved presence and more for your loved ones, more to give those that you care about. We become aware of our patterning through self-awareness. By observing the observer, we can broaden our perspective of how and why we react to certain situations. And this can help us untangle ourselves from drama. Right? We can distinguish what's relevant and real to us in the here and now from the outdated stories. Instead of reacting when we feel triggered, we can peel back the layers of those moments and claim greater understanding of ourselves and the myths that we've unwittingly subscribed to, or what others have ascribed to us. And meditation, I just can't talk enough about how powerful meditation is. It can help us explore and take responsibility for our internal dissonance. Right? Anything that takes you out of the busyness of your mind can heighten your perspective so that you can see the bigger pictures. So be aware of where your energy is going. If you're not at your optimum energy level, it invites you to consider the core of why this might be. Right? You have the power to your own energy and to choose where you direct it. So look at situations that trigger drama and anxiety, because these are going to be the ones that are causing that energy loss. Detach from environments or people that aren't really healthy for you. It's up to you to make the shift. Victim mentality is no help. None. So realize that you have the power to transform your life and choose healing and self-empowerment. It's time to kickstart the upward spiral to abundant energy, soul presence, and shine your light. Master number 44, creating infinite stability. Where can you shine your light? When you have purpose, you also have limitless energy and no joy. So where can you grow your enthusiasm in life? How can you be more aligned with your passions so that you can harness your light? It might be time to return to something that you enjoyed, but maybe stop doing for no good reason. Maybe something that you did as a child even, or even finding new things. Just remember, you are a sovereign being. Regain your compassionate empowerment and remember what lights your world up. It's time for us to collect our light and shift the vibration here on earth, starting with our inner sense of being. You might want to try some of those things that you've always wanted to explore. Be happy on purpose. It's weaving enjoyment through your day-to-day experience. Finding the purpose and the inspiration to spring out of bed in the morning. Right? It's about doing what you love. It's time to thrive. It's time to be authentically you. And to really step into doing the things that you resonate with and letting go of the shit that just isn't it. Let's get a couple animal spirit cards. I know I've been going on for a minute, but these are just really powerful energies. So I really wanted to go into depth. We got the starfish, and it did come out upside down, so we're going to leave it there. Starfish to me is superficial energy. And so in reverse, it's like letting go of the facades, letting go of these patterns that just aren't you, taking back your energy. It's exactly what we've been talking about. It's also looking at your friends, your relationships, taking a good hard look at them. Letting go of the ones that are full of drama or gossipy or just aren't in alignment with where you want to go. Do you want to stay stuck in that energy? It's okay to let go of friendships, relationships if need be. If it's going to allow you to really shine your light and help here on planet Earth, then, let that be your motivating force. And then we got the beaver, which is a hard worker. I just feel like this is a call to really shine your light and step into your divine self, fire signs. Really powerful energies. It's about meaningful work, purpose-driven work. That's been coming out in every card. It's about your fire signs. It's about really tapping into your fire and letting go of the shit that's not it. And we got lizard, which is your creative energy. It's also your telepathic energy, your spiritual self. It's exactly what we're stepping into. This energy of the subtle realms that is here for you. And then on the bottom, of course, we have the phoenix. The phoenix burns up his ego, right? It's the rebirth that comes from the letting go of that which is out of alignment with where you want to be and how you shine your light. And it's growing back in this beautiful way that is connected to source and love, the heart space. Both of these energies also came out in the water signs reading that I just did. So if you have water in your chart, you might want to check that out. Any more messages for my... Oh, sheesh. Okay. All right, fire signs. We've got the 10 of Wands was the first card out, followed by the King of Swords in reverse, and the 8 of Cups. Holy crap. Fire signs. Wow. The 10 of Wands upright would be like having a burden on you, like, holding on to too much, carrying shit on your shoulders that was just kind of weighing you down. In reverse, I feel like this is a realization that you need to let some things go. And 10 is completion. So you might have already chosen to, you know, cut some things or people or places out of your life, and or ideas, right? The wands reminds me of your own magic. It's like following spirit. King of Swords in reverse is this energy of distruth. It's like you realize there was some inconsistencies here, some things that just weren't logically supposed to be in your reality anymore. They just didn't resonate. Right? I see this as a cutting ties, a realization of what was not true. And even though you might have had this certain life set up a certain way, this is a shift. It's a change in direction, and it's a movement towards following your own intuition. It's a walking away energy, leaving something or someone in the past. Okay, so if you needed confirmation, here it is. Remember, always connect with your heart space. And the affirmation that I absolutely love is, Dear Spirit, tell me what it is I need to know. We got the juggling card. So some of you guys could have just been taking on too much. And I do feel like this is very much connected to your thought forms. Like maybe your thinking patterns around something, you had a realization like, yo, that's not really it's something that I want to hold true for me anymore. It's time we let go of that. And then we got equanimity. I feel this is like sovereignty. It's like stepping into your power. There's a very royal energy that comes along with this. Looks like there's it's a letter, a message for you. It says July 27th, 1918, but July 27th might actually be significant for someone. Then we have stalemate, dispute. Some of you might have gotten to an argument with someone. For others, this is an inner war. It's like literally you going back and forth with yourself, and there is a realization here that just something wasn't moving forward, something wasn't working here, right? And then we have security and timing, and I feel this again as a rebuilding your stability. It's figuring out the safest route for you, as well as the one that makes you feel most secure. And if you were waiting for the timing on something, I would say the time is now. I also feel like this has to do with the present moment and how important it is that we stay in the present and trust. Let's get a few affirmations for my fire signs. I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. Beauty raises my vibration. I seek it for healing and joy. Beauty raises my vibration. I seek it for healing and joy. I am courageous and powerful. That's got lion energy on it. Leo reminds me of source energy. The power of the universe, of all that is, the king of the jungle. I am courageous and powerful. And then we have my words and actions are of beauty, compassion, and love. My words and actions are of beauty, compassion, and love. And on the bottom we have, I will not remain stuck. I choose change. I will not remain stuck. I choose change. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, commenting. Please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit the notification bell if you'd like to be notified of upcoming videos. Until next time, love you guys.